Hey guys, welcome back to another very exciting Pokemon battle. We've actually got another tour featuring waivv, Arianna Granbull, and a few other good players. I don't know if, I know xMarth is in this, and the finals was Warzoid. So I had to climb myself through a lot of difficult opponents, but I did, and I want to share my experiences, so here we go. This first guy, he was okay. He was running some sort of rain team, I could see, but looking at this, I don't know if it was actually rain. Probably was. It's probably Focus Sash Rain Dance instead of Focus Sash Agility, which is fine. I just wanted to KO it. I wasn't sure if Draco Meteor would have KO'd it there. It looked like it would have, but he didn't go for it, so that's good for me. Right here, I switch into Tangrowth, and he just wants to go for the Mega Horn, so I switch out to my dogs right here. And I know his Arcanine's probably going to come out either having Intimidate or Flash Fire, so I'm going to go out to my other dog that has Stone Edge and go for that. Hopefully this thing won't exit out on me. There's some virus software going up, so hopefully we can get through this. I hit my 2 Stone Edges as he just keeps going for extreme speed. I am faster if he is adamant or defensive, so that's good for me. I'm going to go out to my weed to wall this thing because it completely does, and he just forfeits right there, so that was a terrible first battle. But their second battle is against waivv, and waivv is a well-respected person in UU right now. He's actively on the forums, and he plays Pokemon quite a bit. I think he's above voice, something like that. And we're just gonna go right into the battle. I'm gonna switch out to my fishes on this MV because I can roar them out, set up rocks, do whatever I need to. Fortunately, I do get burned. It happens a lot. My Empoleons get burned a lot. I'm using my Double Dogs team again, if you haven't noticed. It does fairly well. And I'm getting another virus alert, so sorry about that. I'm going to roar him out now because he's setting up sub and stuff, and I'm getting low on health. And I already set up my rocks, there's nothing much to do. Next, this is for Alligator. I think I just roar on this thing. Yeah, because I don't want him setting up, because if he sets up, then I'm pretty much doomed. That's how for Alligator goes. It really needs to go S-Ring. It's scary. So he's just gonna keep going for Skull. I think I'm just gonna roar because I don't want to switch out to anything, and I don't want anything taking this. Right here, I think I just go for the Skull, predicting something. Nope, I got to Tangrowth as a wall, but unfortunately, due to my attacks, I cannot break through the sub. I was planning on sleep powdering. So I got to my fishes, which actually has the typing to wall both its stabs. I'm just gonna go for these Scalds. As he starts withering down his defenses and does not do much to me. Now I'm going to go for Calm Mind, predicting a switch, because I don't know why he would stay in, but he turns out to have Stone Edge, which is very weird, and I'm just want to scald him. Good thing he missed that Stone Edge. It would have mattered in the long run, and I didn't get the burn. That's okay though, because he misses the second Stone Edge, and I just get to kill him off right here, and when I switch out the next turn, I'll have near full health, so it's like that situation never even happened. Oh, he has his Uxie right here. I'm going to go for the Scald, hoping for a burn, because it's a wall, and I want to wither it down, and I don't want it to go for Rain Dance or anything, or whatever it wants to do. Memento, Stealth Rock, I just want it to die. Right here he goes for the Toxic, which surprised me, and that's kind of unfortunate because my wall does not have a way to get rid of the Toxic. I'm going to switch out right here, predicting the something. I think it was the camera up. And I'm just going to go for the Skull right here because it does damage, and I know by that damage he's definitely a Trick Room offensive. So, it's kind of good for me, kind of bad. I had to stall this out. I knew he would not be able to kill me, and I could kill him with Earthquake. And this future sight is really scary. It's a lot of power, so I have to play around it. I can indeed play around it by going to my fishes right here and just keep slacking off the damage. And I slack off that, and I get the Skull, no burn, and then I take the future sight fairly well, so that's good. Right here, I'm just going to go for another slack off, I believe. And his for Alligator comes in, which is scary. I'm going to go out to my Tangrowth because it walls it, even out +1. And I'm just going to go for this Leaf Storm. Hopefully he just stays in, and the Leaf Storm connects and he dies. So my Tangrowth did its job. I don't really need it anymore. So Toxic can wither it down. I wonder if I conserve it though. I do. And I go out to my fishes because I can just scald this thing. And he turns out to have sub, and he's getting quite tired of the battle. It just looks like a losing situation for him. So he goes ahead and backs out. I'm going to go on to the next battle with Arianna Grande. It was a good game, and we're going to hop right into that. I lead off with my fishy. It's probably my favorite lead. I like leading off with Megos. So if you want to beat me, know that. And he has a sash, which is unfortunate for me, but I mean, he missed a hurricane. And he goes for Rain Dance, which makes me able to outspeed a lot of things except his Ludicolo. So I'm going to switch that to my fishes. He predicts that rather nicely. I'm just going to go out to Weed because he completely walls Swamperts. And I bumped into quite a bit of Swamperts this tour, so that's coincidental. I know I can take an Acrobatics for a Fletchinder, so I'm just going to go for the Sleep Powder again. And now I believe I'm going to go for the knockoff on the incoming Bronzong, which is really good. He has no more recovery, and I can just wither him down, plus I get rid of his Damprock, which means less rain for a certain amount of turns. Right here, I think I go for the Defog, yep. And his Swampert comes in. Once again, I can switch out on this thing, but I do not because I'm predicting him to make a double, and that was a bad play on my part. I should have not done that. I get knockoff on this Fletchinder, but obviously it has no item. I'm going to try withering it down while it's sleeping. I go for Hidden Power Ices, does a bit. And right here I predicted to go for a Roost as it wakes up. I'm just going to go to my dogs in case he does want to attack. And now I'm just going to go for the E-Speed, which does quite a bit to the Swampert. I am Adamant Choice Banded just like my other dog. And I go for Weed because I wall. And he's going to switch out to Ludicolo. I predict this nicely and go for the Leaf Storm. I don't want to stay in. I don't want to take an Ice Beam. And I didn't have much to take an Ice Beam, so I'll go out to my dogs. And it turns out he does not want an Ice Beam. He wants to go for the Scald, which is the better play. Good for him. And I'm going to go for the E-Speed now, as it does 37 to 2% more than my Arcanine. And I'm just going to keep going for it as he switches into Bronzong, knowing he might switch into Bronzong, but I can just switch out to my fishes. I'm hoping he does not have Toxic, and he does, so that's unfortunate. I'm just going to go for Scald, hopefully take this thing out, but I don't, and I don't get burned, so that's another turn of Toxic for me. I'm going to go for the Side Shock just in case he wants to switch in his Wally Pearl or Poliwhirl or Poliwrath. These has Swift Swim and it has Water Absorb. Now this caught him off guard that I was just going to kill this thing because he figured I needed this thing for Poliwrath. But the truth is that, I don't know. Anyway, I just switch into the counter for Weed and I go for the Sleep Powder. Now I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Ice, predicting some sort of switch or just wanting to wither it down without getting rid of my special attack. Now I'll go for the Leaf Storm on the predicted Roost, but it doesn't do much. So I'm going to switch out to my Fishy as he can take an Acrobatics and KO with Waterfall. And he burns my Fishy right here in an attempt so he can set up a belly jump with his Poliwrath. But due to Swampert being a massive hitter, I get to get off damage as he kills me. And that puts him in range of my E-Speed, which is great because both things died at E-Speed now. And that was a good game. Nice 3-0. It was really tough. He almost had me at the end, but that was a good game. Now, he brought Rain, and xMarth decided he wanted to bring Sun. So, I was a little intimidated because I brought my Mole team instead of my Dog team, which had double fires, super banded attackers, which would have been nice against all these grass types. But I did slash random and this is what it got me. So this right here is a questionable play. I'm gonna be honest, I did not predict this. I thought he would have been Adamant Choice Banded and that Suicune possibly with the burn could have been a 2-hit KO with Entei, which was dumb of me. And I just go straight for the Hurricane. I know now by what he said that he is not Adamant Banded, so I'm just going to go to my K to take the damage. He takes it fairly well. I get the burn, and I know once this Entei kills something, I can kill it with my Dugtrio. Same with this Heliolisk. This Heliolisk caught me way off guard. I could have killed it right there, but I didn't know. I go into my Chipotle, which is my special wall. He totally gets demolished by the crit and Sun boosted Hyper Voice, and it turns out he's Specs. So this Whimsicott sets up a Memento, so I can't do anything to it. So I go for the Hurricane, and as it comes this Heliolisk, I can't kill with Heat Wave now, so I'm just going to U-turn out into my special wall once again. And the turn before, when I went for the Synthesis, I knew he didn't want to kill my Chipotle because that means he died to Dugtrio, and this Heliolisk was possibly his win condition since it tears through most of my team. So he didn't want to die right there. I predicted that and went for the Synthesis. Now he goes out to Entei as I go for the Synthesis once again. I'm going to switch out to my K. Pretty much as death fodder so I can bring in my bird. But he misses, so that gives me an extra turn to Scald and do whatnot. And then that does nothing in the Sun, by the way, even with a crit. He goes for the Flame Charge so he can outspeed my Dugtrio, which is scary because then I have nothing for this except maybe Mienshao. And good thing I got off the Scald before that. Now I'm just going to get off the Nice Beam before I die. My only priority is Banded Sucker Punch with Dugtrio, which probably won't be enough to kill this thing. But if he went for the Sucker Punch, then I could have played around it. Last he has his Heliolisk, and I have my Them Souls, so I'm just gonna finish him off. That was a good game, xMarth. He was kind of fooling around, wasn't really serious game, so that's okay. And my last battle is against Warzoid, so this one was really good. He played really serious, and I don't know why that blue is around there. He goes for the knockoff as I go for the Choice Banded Close Combat, which is no longer Choice Banded. So yeah, I'm just going to go out to my weed. He predicts Switch with knockoff, and I'm just going to go for the Sleep Powder, I believe. Stop highlighting. The Sleep Powder on this Machamp, which is semi-good, because the only thing to take on my Machamp is pretty much that Tangrowth. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz, seeing that it could do massive damage to everything. This is max defense because it's a Calm Mind set. I know that, so I'm going to switch to Empoleon. Hopefully get on my rocks and then roar him out if he wants to go for Calm Minds. But I do want Burn on this thing. Burn is really important because what I see right here is a battle between Calm Minds between me and my Slowking near the end. So I want to put my Slowking at the advantage. So I want status and I want to get his leftovers knocked off. And my knocker offer is Tangrowth, so I'm going to work on that. Right here, I'm going to kill 2 Pokemon. I'm going to take this damage and finish him off with a Nice Punch, which is very good for me. And that means I'm at an advantage right now. I cannot switch out, unfortunately, because of the Pursuit. So he just kills me off right there. This thing trapped several of my Pokemon. And I'm just going to go for the E-Speed right here. He reads that nicely and goes into his Keldeo counter. And I'm just going to go for the Wild Charge as a die. Hoping he doesn't go for the Slack Off, but he does. So I'm going to bring out something Empoleon, so I can get rid of the rocks. I really want to burn this thing though. I want to get rid of the rocks, I want to put up my rocks, and I want to burn this thing. So I have 3 jobs to do, and I have enough health and whatever to do these jobs successfully. This is why I love Empoleon, because it can perform lots of things while it's taking hits. It doesn't need a lot of support. It's really good. And he starts setting up Calm Minds, I'm fine with that. I do want to burn this thing. I don't want to roar it out. Oh yeah, I do. I'll burn it later. And I don't know. Yeah, I stay in and roar because he can't wake up yet. That was his first turn of sleep. Right here, I want to go for the Scald. I'm dying, so roaring out would be kind of useless. And he goes for Scald. Now he has the opportunity, knowing I'm not going to roar out, that he can set Calm Mind, so that's exactly what he's going to do. Do not get the burn. Really want this burn, otherwise this is going to be a pain in the ass. So I'm going to go for another Scald. I finally get the Scald on my last try, which is great. It means I die, I can switch in something, and the Slowking is weak. I'm going to switch in my Tangrowth because he's going to predict me to go for the Leaf Storm or the Giga Drain or whatever, and I'm just going to go for this knockoff for really good damage. And he goes for the Slack Off. Now he's losing 12 health. 12% health every turn, and he has to keep going for Slack Offs. So that's really bad for him. I went for the Leaf Storm on the off chance that he did not want to recover. And now I can win this Calm Mind War. All I have to be wary of is that Crocodile that can possibly KO me. He really wants this burn, and if he got it, he probably would have won, but he doesn't get it. He goes for at least 7 Scalds and never gets it. So, I appreciate this Calm Mind War, and I'm going to go for another Calm Mind. He's not getting burned, which is great. He's going to predict me a Slack Off right here going into something else. I really wanted him to go out to his Crocodile. He does not. He goes out into his wall as I go for the Scald. And, I'm going to go for... I should have went for... I knew the Crocodile would have killed if I left it weak right there, so I go for the Slack Off. And I'm at 95% health as he brings in his Crocodile. And I'm going to switch out, thinking he would definitely knock off, otherwise he would have died right there and I would have won the game. But he didn't, and he predicted that. So I got my weed right here, and he... I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure a Leaf Storm would have killed right there, so I don't know why he did that. And I'm going to go for a Leaf Storm now on this Bandit. He confuses me and really wants to confuse me down. I'm not going to let that hacks happen. I'm going to get hit right here, and finally I'm going to break out of confusion and knock off, and he's going to be dead. So he's down to 2 Pokemon, and one of them is hindering me from sweeping my Slowking. I'm just going to stay in thinking he might pursue or whatever and kill this thing off so I can definitely win Slowking. Unfortunately, I miss and I have to switch out right here. I switch out to Entei, which is kind of good for me. It means I can get this burn off. And that's exactly what I do. I'm going to keep going for it on the off chance that he wants to try to kill me and not recover. Which is not what he does, but he's losing a lot of health. I'm going to save this thing possibly for Crocodile because I can just E-speed it later. And I'm going to try getting some more recovery with my fishes. I'm going to switch out right here to my Tangrowth as the Regenerator is going around. And I'm going to Leaf Storm right here for damage. I wonder, did he predict this and go for the Slack Off? He did indeed. But once I get in my fishes, it's going to be all over. Unless he can get a burn really early on. So, I'm going to go for these Calm Minds. And I want to get back on his level. And he wants to get over me, so he's going to keep going for Calm Mind. It's Calm Mind Wars again. Which is, I don't know what to think of that. Anyway, I know I'm going to win this in the end because he's going to wither down. I have leftovers. I'm getting 6% and he's losing 12 each turn. So, unless he burns me right now, it's probably over. So he doesn't, and we're at the same speed, which all the defense I invested in this really matters because that Crocodile cannot kill with all my defense, even all I have. His best bet would get to be a knockoff and then win the speed tie with me and kill me off and then proceed to try to sweep with his own Slowking. We're both at +4 and I'm definitely at the advantage. I'm going to go for the Psyshock right here. And I think he's going to predict another Psyshock, so I'm going to go for the Scald right here, as he does not predict that, so that's good on his part. And he gets a Slack Off. I'm going to go for the Scald again, just in case. He does not, though, predict that, and he goes for the Slack Off. Now I'm just going to kill this thing off. And he's not going to get the burn. If he got the burn, then he could definitely switch to Crook and win. I'm going to go for the Psyshock right here. And that's the end of his Slowking, which is great. It means I win for sure. I have extreme speed on my Entei, and I actually do indeed lead this with 2% health. It was like 1.6%. And that was a good game. I'm really excited for that win. I actually have another win recorded from yesterday on my computer, and hopefully that battle will be uploaded later today or even tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've been working really hard. I've won 4 of the last 5 tournaments I've entered, and it's been really exciting. I feel like I'm really good at Pokemon, and that was the goal. So I thank you for your support. Leave a like if you really did like it. Follow me on Twitter at DaSpoofy Gaming, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.